Yo, PCC, what's going on? I'm here with Billy. Billy, guess what?
You what, bro?
People hate Mortal Kombat.
Like as a whole, or are you talking about like the new movie?
New film that came out. People hate it. People think it's garbage. People think it's disgusting.
Mm,
All the critics are slamming it. They think it's bad.
Jesus, Jesus Christ! What did they think is what did Jesus
So I'll
Christ?
just read. I'll just read the
What
the,
did
the
they?
disgusting film tweet. I'll just read the
God
disgusting
damn.
film tweet because bruh, they went crazy on discussing film in these replies.
Yeah.
Like this
Okay,
is
read it
nuts.
to me.
So discussing film posted. Mortal Kombat 2 is simply a total mess. From rough visuals to deeply unsatisfying fight sequences, Mortal Kombat fans deserve better than
Whoa,
this. Find out more in our review. And the replies are just like, they're going to town. They're saying like discussing film don't know what they talking about.
they
Discussing
don't,
film, this film is for the fans. Discussing film is an idiot. Which is
bro. Can
very
I tell
funny
you
to me
something?
because discussing film is like seven niggas.
Can I tell you something though? As a nigga
Go
who's
ahead.
seen the film, and we're this isn't like the video for an entire breakdown. There was a lot of fan service in this film, and when I say fan service, I mean the way that the fight sequences were shot, the way that they were choreographed, and like there were moments in the film that directly replicated the things that happened in a video game, and not in like a corny way at all. Now if discussing films was like, hey, the storyline itself, like the story arc was shallow, the story arc wasn't the best, then I'd be on their side. But to say the fighting was bad, to say like other things are bad, it's all seven of those niggas need to like take a chill pill and take a step back. To be honest,
Yeah, man, and we've had the funny thing is that we've had this conversation so many times before, but the fact that like I think that nowadays there are just so many movies that are made by fans for the fans and not really from a technical let's make this movie the best movie of all time standpoint. Like
right,
let's make sure the writing is on point. Let's make sure
right.
like the cameras, everything is on point. You know what I mean? I think that these days we're getting way more fan service because that makes people show up to the theater. So it's definitely a tough conversation to have because while we respect movies as a genre and we respect the art form for sure, it does get to a point where you're just like, listen, man, it's Mortal Kombat 2. Let's be serious. What were you expecting? You know what
What
I
were
mean?
you
Going into the
expecting?
movie,
Yeah,
what were you expecting? And this
there.
is I don't know. It's very similar to our Michael conversation, but go ahead.
Right. No, I was just gonna say that there is a I do find value in people who make movies knowing that the layman, the regular person, the guy who goes in for like 3 movies a year is saying, "Hey, I liked this movie because it was catered to me." Like I said,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat story wasn't that great, but there was so many elements of the film that catered to somebody who loved Mortal Kombat as a whole that you can't walk out of that film saying I hated it. This isn't I, this is a weird thing, but I do think that we're going to start seeing more movies that aren't movies for film critics. And a film critic is focused on, hey, how does this overall themes, how do these technical aspects lend itself to the overall story and make the overall story better, which is it's a great thing to have. Like a film critic is it has a great job. They do an amazing thing of breaking down films, but they I do think that we're going to see a rise in movies that are like, no, this is for the fans. Like this isn't for you to break down and try to overly critique the cinematography. Do the fans like it? Yes or no? That is what we're concerned about because that's what's going to end up making us money, and that's what's going to end up making a Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat 5.
Yeah, and it's what's funny is that when you criticize these movies like this, like Mortal Kombat 2, like Michael, and I'm a person that shitted on Michael. I shitted on it. I said that movie is fucking dog shit. You know what I mean? I said that movie is terrible. All the words in the dictionary that are synonymous with worst movie of all time, I use those words. But But and this is insanely huge Megan Thee Stallion type butt we talking here. All right, huge butt. you do come off as a nigga with a stick in your butt or a stick in your ass when you watch Mortal Kombat 2 and you're like, this didn't have good writing. Like, are you serious? Like let's be honest here, bro. Let's be honest here, bro. It's like we've been saying this entire time, bro. It's Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat, the games have never been like, okay, I'm in this because this is giving me great writing, great characters.
Yo,
No, you're playing
I
the
was
Mortal
just about to
Kombat
say
games
that.
for the fighting. You're playing the Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
games for the fighting. And you go to the
I
movies
was just
for
about
the
to say that,
fighting.
bro. I've never played a Mortal Kombat video game saying, "Wow, I wish the story was better." Wow, look at the angle at which they're doing this. No, I played a Mortal Kombat game to whoop my brother's ass in some Mortal Kombat to spam a left kick or to spam the special move and to win, yo. Like that's what I'm there for. And what's crazy is I went into this movie actually appreciating some of the original Mortal Kombats more than I appreciated the first one in this new era of Mortal Kombat. So me, I've been a Mortal Kombat fan since as early as you can be a Mortal Kombat fan. And when I left the movie, I was satisfied. I was overly satisfied. I immediately got on the phone and was like, "Hey, you guys have to watch this film. It is a fun film." And we hate to say that there are like turn your brain off movies because movies are an art form, and with a lot of art it deserves to be respected and it deserves to be engaged in as an art form. But I truly think like Mortal Kombat, the way that they set it up, the way that they wrote it, the way that they did every single element that you can think of, I truly think it is one of those films where you can go in, turn your brain off, chill, have a good time, and leave satisfied.
Yep. But to play devil's advocate for a moment, if you make a movie, you
Hmm.
release it in theaters, you invite niggas like discussing film, you
Yeah.
invite niggas like these critics, like these Roger Ebert, wannabes. You
Hmm.
invite these niggas, and they say your movie is bad. Fans have to be able to deal with that and go see the movie and then like not care about it, because
Oh,
it can't be
100%.
like you go see the movie and the critic doesn't agree with you, and now you're mad that like, oh, why didn't the critic like agree with me and
Right.
like the movie. You have to go see the movie and enjoy it for yourself, and you also have to respect that the critics, while you may feel like they're biased, they feel how they feel, this is their job. You know what I mean? It is their job to like go out there and review movies, so they're going to do it to protocol and to the best of their ability, just to play devil's
Keep
advocate.
it a beam with you. Keep it a beam with you. Some people suck at their jobs though. As
And,
much
oh,
as
for
like
sure,
making
yeah.
as much as making films is an art form, critiquing films is also an art form. And some of these people are like actually terrible at their job. But I will say that I don't know what Mortal Kombat did to prepare for people to watch this film as far as like early screenings. But I do know that with Street Fighter, which I think is a comparable movie, I would
Hmm.
say, Andrew Schultz, one of the stars, he had came out and said that to promote Street Fighter to get early screenings in, they actually handpick specific people who have been in like Street Fighter tournaments and things of that nature. Truly people who like loved Street Fighter, as well as like some of the lesser known movie reviewers and critiques and people that critique it. Again, people who actually are fans of the movie, and they gave them access to early screeners because they wanted to know what their opinion was. And as much as we go to the discussing film, as much as we go to the people behind that are involved in whatever Rotten Tomato thing is going on, I do think that when you have big IPs like this, such as Mortal Kombat, such as Street Fighter, or any other video game thing like a Mario or a Sonic, I do think that going out of your way to get the opinions of the people you're making the movie for matters. And again, I don't know if Mortal Kombat did that or not, but I think they should have. And I think that anybody going forward should, because again, like you said, as much as the critiquer's opinion matter, and as much as it is their job, like I said, sometimes people suck at their job, and sometimes a great film is hiding in the weeds of a bad critique.
Yo, make sure you subscribe. You watching this right now?
Yo,
Press
please,
that big red
please
button. Press the big
subscribe,
red button.
please. Yo, like our video, please. Yo, hey, actually, we have more videos. Watch those videos after you're done liking, commenting, and subscribing to this current one.
Yo, and maybe possibly share it with your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I
oh,
know you a
yo,
film guy. I
yo,
know you a
that's a
film
great
bro. You
idea.
going on Letterbox, you putting in your 5 stars for this movie that we just reviewed. You know what I'm saying? Share the video with your friends.
If you have any, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have
If you
friends,
have friends.
share the video with your family members, yo.
You
Get
know
your
what?
mom
You
on
have friends
PCC. Get your
because you
dad
watch
on
us.
PCC.
We're your friends. Of course you have
Oh,
friends.
oh, I didn't even think of
Come
that.
on now. Of course you have friends. It's us.